they're going to have to.
49-42 is our score. More pressure from Detroit as we've seen all night. Working ahead to Tiara Scott. Here's Monique Godfrey near side of the right wing. Look underneath for Tiara Scott, and Scott is fouled. So that will be team foul number 5 on Detroit. It is number 2 on Jaleesa Trussell. 10:32 remaining. Monique Godfrey looks and looks some more. Here's Gerganis triggering from the baseline. It won't go. The rebound is going to be controlled by Detroit. Coming out of that scrum, it's Jaleesa Trussell. Great look on the left side to Lauren Allen. Chanica Hall all alone, a right low block. And an easy 2 for Jaleesa Trussell. And Trussell is really turning it on here in the second half. She's got 16 points. And it is 51-42. And back up the other end, Lauren Allen commits the foul. And we have a Macy Norty into the ball game. It's outside the three-point line to Tiara Scott. Here's Kelsey Gerganis. Lob underneath from Norty to Scott. That one over everything. And the rebound comes down to Jaleesa Jones. Jones dribbling with the right hand. Jones holding on. Jones outside to Chanica Hall. Hall dribble drive outside. Now into the corner to Jaleesa Jones. Jones dribbling with the right hand with 15 to shoot. Jaleesa Jones trying to look at the low post. It is underneath, now outside. Brown triggers too strong. And the rebound is fought for and gobbled up by Youngstown State. Detroit comes away with a steal. And we have a whistle and we have a foul called. And this one will go against Youngstown State. It'll be number 2 on Macy Norty. So to the free throw line. It will not go. Score remains 51-42. Under 9.5 to play. Kelsey Gerganis has it near side right wing. Loses the handle. It's Kamisha Alexander. Alexander off the dribble, and we have a whistle. And we have a foul, and I believe it's going to be number 3 on Bridget Mulroy. That's the case. Kelsey Gerganis looks. Ball is into Pendleton. Pendleton, floater from the lane. Nope. Rebound comes down to Detroit's Bridget Mulroy. Long toss ahead. Sandi Brown running the floor. Puts it up and in. And a foul is called. Sandi Brown just said from the floor as she was helped up, did I make it? Did I make it? Yes, you did. And it's a nifty three-point play as Kamisha Alexander completes the blocking foul. And the Penguins now trail it by 11.
Alexander hustled down there to get in front of Brown before she shot it, but the refs must have saw her feet still moving just a little bit and called the blocking foul instead of the charge.
Sandi Brown with now 19 points, 3 assists. Checking in for Youngstown State is Michaela Gasparic out of Boardman High School. Sandi Brown trying to complete the and one. And Brown puts it up and in. And it is 54-42, and the Penguins have been here before. Kenya Middlebrooks works it ahead. It's Jaquetta Wesley off the loose ball and the turnover. Penguins come down with it. Jump ball called. It'll stay with Youngstown State. And that pressure, you have to tip your cap and give credit to Detroit. It has created havoc, confusion, and lots of problems for the Penguins all night long.
That's right. They're doing a full court press and trapping at every pass, and the Penguins just can't find an open person. Detroit is doing a very great job of covering the open person once they trap.
Offensive foul called as Gerganis hoisted that one up. And that foul will be number 2 on Ashley Pendleton. And the Penguins are now over the limit. But off an offensive foul, you don't get free throws. So Detroit will have it. They'll walk it up the floor slowly. And it is Jaleesa Jones looking underneath. Ball poked out of bounds, and it'll stay right here at the 8:41 mark.
You know, you have to think that Coach Martin is wondering what happens from one half to the next. Why can these ladies not put 2 halves of solid, strong basketball together?
And that is a question that is yet to be answered as there's a long-range three ball by Brown off the back of the rim. No, and Jaquetta Wesley comes down for the rebound. And more trapping from Detroit. And the Penguins trying to work through it. They're unable to do it. Sandi Brown up and in and a foul.
Kelsey Gerganis, I think, tried to foul before Sandi Brown was going up to shoot, but unfortunately she was in the act of shooting, and now Sandi Brown's going to get a chance at a three-point play.
Sandi Brown, a career high of 27 points. It came earlier, well, actually, it was about a year ago. 27 points at Valpo, and she's closing in on that. She's got 22 points, and she'll try for 23. Trying to complete the and one, and Brown does just that. 23 points for Sandi Brown. And it is 57-42. And it is Kenya Middlebrooks across the time stripe. Rachel Manuel is also checked in for Youngstown State. Wesley thinking about that three ball. Wesley holding on. Near side Middlebrooks, floater. Missed everything. Rebound Brown. Jaleesa Jones behind the back. And now Detroit is going to go into stall mode and try and run this thing down. Into the corner, this is Sandi Brown. Brown guarded by Middlebrooks. Sandi Brown with 16 to shoot. Brown bounce pass top of the key to Jones. Jones with 10 seconds on the shot clock, guarded by Gasparek. They'll put it underneath to Brown. Brown outside. Hall lobs into the corner, into the hands of Trussell. Firing, nope. Rebound tipped up into the air. Jaleesa Jones finds Bridget Mulroy. Nope. Rebound Rachel Manuel for Youngstown State. Macy Nordy up the floor. Nordy crosses over. Nordy gets it inside the paint. Wesley firing. Floater. Got it. Wesley now with 5 points. It's 57-44 as we hit the 7:07 mark of the ball game. And that field goal by Wesley, the first since the 12:51 mark. Nearly 5 scoreless minutes. Chanika Hall loses the ball out of bounds. And with that, we take a timeout. 6:56 to play in the ball game. Detroit cruising along now. They lead at 57-44 on the Valley's all season long as Detroit will get the inbound. Inside to Sandi Brown, puts it up off the front of the rim. Nope, and we have a whistle. And we have a foul called underneath. Talisha Washington is fouled underneath. But it's much more the same.
It's a bit confusing, he said, because you're not necessarily showing that you have a lot of depth. Maybe you're searching for answers, and that's what Cindy Martin is doing. She's using a lot of these players, still searching for those answers.
That's right. Searching for girls who will give her consistent minutes, can score for her, and she hasn't found it yet.
No, she hasn't. Underneath towards Middlebrooks. Loose ball is gobbled up. And we have a whistle and a foul called. And it's called on Detroit. Chanika Hall picks up number 2. And that's the 17-6. As we close in on 6.5 minutes to play. Detroit in no hurry to get this one up the floor. Jaleesa Jones has it near side left wing. Out of the corner, it's Lauren Allen. Underneath to Sandi Brown. Penguins create the turnover. Here's Macy Nordy pushing it up the floor. Nordy stops at the left elbow. Nordy outside. We have a whistle and we have a foul called on Detroit. There was a collision underneath. And it looked like a couple of Penguins hit the deck as Wesley went down in a heap. And that Detroit foul will be the Titans' 8th as a team. And probably number 2 on Sandi Brown. Exactly right. Second free throw is no good, so it remains an 11-point Detroit lead. Sandi Brown has 23 points. One of 3 Titans in double figures. Chanika Hall for 3. Nope. Rebound up, around and in. Talisha Washington. 60-47. Penguins pushing it up.